Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Krzysztof Kabaczynski. I'm working for the company BeOptimized here in Belgium. And I'm going to present you today a small presentation of what I did recently in order to monitor the invoices of BeOptimized. Before I jump into the dashboard, I'm going to show you the input data. The input data are in Excel. Since the creation of BeOptimized 10 years ago, I put all my invoices into spreadsheets. In the spreadsheets, I have the date of payment, the category, and the amount. What I put also is a forecast. Like this, I can forecast what I will have to pay this year. How does it work? I put a category, I put an amount, and this amount will be put on annual basis the 1st of January. This one is a monthly basis. That means that every month I will put this amount in my forecast. Super. What I have also is a planning. As you know, I'm a consultant. I have several customers. And here, basically, I've created that planning in order to put where I will be that day of that month. Once that calendar is completed, usually in the beginning of the month, of a year, if also, I can export it. This creates a CSV file, and that CSV file contains all the days, and that CSV file is then imported into Python. Let's have a look. So it's imported into Python thanks to a script import historical invoices. Super. All the invoices are stored into SQLite, and voila. The invoices doesn't have the same layout every year, but for 2016, 2017 it was this layout, then it was this layout, and so on. But basically here I read the Excel spreadsheets and then I load them into SQLite. And I do also kind of data quality check just to make sure that the data I will have in my SQLite is okay. Okay, super. Then I create the forecast. So here also I read my Excel spreadsheet containing all the forecasts, and then I create a new SQLite table containing my forecast. If I have a year category, an annual frequency, I will execute that part of script. If I have a quarter, I will execute that part of script, where basically I say every January, April, and July, and November, please put the amount of my forecast spreadsheet, but write it into my table. And for the monthly one, I put on a monthly basis the amount of my spreadsheet. Super. I create also some forecast of my invoices. Forecast of my invoices here on the basis of my calendar, and also on the basis of some rates I've put into another spreadsheet. Okay. So this creates behind the scenes a couple of tables stored in SQLite. Then what I do for the planning, the first page I'm going to show you, so I'm using a Dash application. It's a multiple page application, and the planning is the home page because I've put a slash in the path parameter. Okay, I load the template for the colors. I make a connection to my SQLite database. I read some table, the calendar table. and then I put some radio button for the filters. I put my jauge here, and then I put the other graphics. So the top of the Dash application contains the layout of the page. Then in the middle you have a kind of the callback, which consists of the interaction between the Python function and the layout. And then you have the functions. So basically here I'm selecting all the days of my forecast, all the days between the first day of the current month up to 2 months. So relative time delta month equal to 2 in order to have the last day. Then I'm creating my data frame, but here big issue I had is that I don't know in advance the name of the customers, because it's not the same across the different years. So here I had to use some lists in order to be able to select automatically and dynamically the list of the different customers. So I'm using a sign statement in order to create the different variables, because it's more easy to read once the data frame I created in this way. I will not go into the details of everything, but here, okay, I have my calendar. I'm making some aggregation in order to count the number of days I'm at that customer or that customer, the number of holidays days, the number of billable days. And then in order to create the calendar itself into, let me show you maybe here. In order to create that thing, I used a bar plot where I put all the days. It's a bar plot, but the size of the plot is 1.5 for an holiday, and it's just 1 unit for a billable day. Once I have the billable days in the past, it's in green. If I have the billable days in the past, it's in red. So that's thing, and I've put also an annotation in order to know the current day. Super. For the jauge, it was very easy. For the billable day, so here I reuse the data frame I created before, and I put some limit. And this one is more interesting. So this one, this jauge is the number of billable days of that month. This one is the bill unbilled jauge. Basically, I already paid 30% of all the bills of my current month. That will be the invoices of that month, the total amount of invoices for that month. All the numbers are fake. Okay. And the remaining invoices to pay. This one is very interesting. It's a tree map, and basically it's interactive. So I know that I will have to pay things in bureau, for the website, and for internet. And that's funny because it's interactive. That's super well done. And this thing was done thanks to this script. So basically here I make a query in order to know the past. Here I make a query in order to know the forecast. And then I combine the past and the forecast. Here, past and the forecast, thanks to a concat. And I ask to indicate where are the duplicated in my data frame based on the month, category, and firm. Show me, create a new variable called dup, which indicates if I have a duplicate or not. And the duplicate will be written false or true. So what I do, thanks to this filter, I know if I've already paid that invoice or if this invoice still has to be paid. So I'm working like this. Then I group by everything, and I obtain my heat map. Where is the heat map? That's it's a tree map. Sorry, it's a tree map. It's not a heat map. So here I select the variable group state category amount montant. Then I remove all the incomes, and I select only the forecasted values, and I put everything into a tree map. Okay, super. Let me show you back that dashboard. Very interesting. Can also forecast for the next month, for the previous month, eventually, to know if I didn't pay something. Okay, super. See you for the next video.